In module number 13, we try and help borrowers who didn't match or perhaps did not complete their program of study. The most important thing to remember is that on your federal student loans, you still have options, whether you matched or not, and whether or not you finished your program of study. You still have a 6-month grace period on your direct unsubsidized loans, and you still have a 6-month post-enrollment deferment on your Direct Plus called Grad Plus, and you still have deferment and forbearance options available, just like anybody else would. And all the repayment plans, certainly including the repayment plans based on income, are available to you. So you still have options on your federal student loans. In terms of postponement, work with your loan servicer if you do need to postpone payments after your 6-month grace period is up and the 6-month post-enrollment deferment is up on your Grad Plus loans. There are deferment options that may be available, including unemployment if you're not working, and also hardship deferment. And in terms of forbearance, you still have forbearance options, with the one exception of the mandatory residency forbearance, because that would not be available if you did not match and you're not a medical resident or intern. But you still have postponement options on your federal student loans. In terms of the repayment options, once again, work with your loan servicer. All the information we've covered in the repayment modules, on the time-driven repayment plans, on the income-driven repayment plans, all of that still applies to you. Those are still available to you. You might really want to take a good look at the income-driven repayment plans, especially if you're not working and if you have no income, because you might be able to get a zero calculated payment on an income-driven repayment plan if you have no income. So repayment options on your federal loans are still available to you. We put together some different repayment scenarios that perhaps will help you. First of all, perhaps you're planning to match the following year. In that case, use your 6-month window period, your 6-month grace period, and your 6-month post-enrollment deferment period if you have Grad Plus. And then you can work with your servicer to either request postponement until your residency starts, or you could actually start repayment perhaps with an income plan at that time. So if you're planning to match the following year, that is an option you might have. What if you're planning to go ahead and enter the workforce? Same thing. Use a 6-month window period, the grace period on your direct unsub, the 6-month post-enrollment deferment on your Grad Plus loans if you have those, and then enter repayment perhaps with an income plan. If you happen to have not only federal loans but private loans, you are going to find in all likelihood that you have very little flexibility on the repayment options on your private loans. So in that case, you might need to use the repayment flexibility, postponement options, income plans on your federal loans to free up funds to help stay current on your private student loan obligations. So those are some scenarios we hope will help you in terms of taking your options and applying them to your particular situation. Some closing comments. You can still effectively manage your student loan debt even if you don't match and even if you don't complete your program of study. Use all available resources to help you stay current on your repayment obligations. Check with the financial aid office at your school, work with your loan servicer, and we will post as much free information as we can on our homepage, PGPresents.com. This is the end of Module 13.